Hello friends, in last lecture we have discussed one very important chapter of 10th standard and that is probability. We have discussed main 5 concepts of this chapter. The first concept was probability, its definition and its formula. Probability of any event A is equal to R by N, where R is equal to favorable outcome, that is outcome of an experiment, while N is equal to total outcome, means total outcome of a sample space. We have also discussed the statistical experiment. They are known as random experiment. The third concept was impossible event. The event which never happened is known as impossible event and the probability of impossible event is 0. We have also discussed sure event. It is also known as certain event and the probability of certain event is always 1. We have also discussed one very important formula, that is probability of A plus probability of A dash is equal to 1, where A dash is known as complementary event. In most of all the example, we have to use formula number 1, that is PA is equal to R by M, and the last formula, that is PA plus PA dash is equal to 1. If you conclude, we have only two formulae in this chapter. The first one, PA is equal to R by N, and second one, PA plus PA dash is equal to 1. So let us solve exercise number 15.1.
Now let us start exercise number 15.1. Question number 1. Complete the following sentences. Probability of an event E plus probability of an event not E is equal to blank. You already know that the answer is 1. Now blank number 2. The probability of an event that cannot happen is blank. You know it is 0. Such an event is called blank. It is known as impossible event. We have already studied this in first lecture. The blank number 3. The probability of an event that is certain to happen is 1 and such event is known as certain event or a sure event. Now blank number 4. The sum of the probability of all the elementary event of an experiment, it is 1. The probability of an event is greater than or equal to blank and less than or equal to blank. We have already discussed this thing. There is one formula, 0 less than equal to probability of event A, which is less than equal to 1. So in first blank, the probability of an event is greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 1. So in first blank, answer is 0 and in second blank, answer is 1. Now let us start question number 2 of this exercise 15.1. Which of the following experiment have equally likely outcomes? Explain why. First one, a driver attempt to start a car. The car starts or does not start. You have to give answer whether the given one is equally likely outcome or not. Since the car may or may not start, thus the outcome are not equally likely outcomes. Second one, a player attempts to shoot a basketball. She or he shoots or misses the shot. The player may shoot or miss the shot, and that's why the outcomes are not equally likely outcomes. The question number 3, the trial is made to answer a true false question. The answer is right or wrong. In this example in advance, it is known that the answer is to be either right or wrong, and that's why the outcome right or wrong are equally likely to occur, because the possibility of right answer is 1 by 2 and possibility of wrong answer is also 1 by 2, and that's why it is equally likely outcome. Fourth one, a baby is born. It is a boy or a girl. In advance, it is known that the newly born baby has to be either boy or a girl. So probability of a boy is also 1 by 2. Probability of a girl is also 1 by 2. And therefore, the outcome either a boy or a girl they are, and that's why it is equally likely outcome. Question number 3, why is tossing a coin is considered to be fair way of deciding which team should get the ball at the beginning of a football game? Since on tossing a coin the outcomes head and tail they are equally likely, so the result of tossing a coin is completely unpredictable, and so it is a fair way, because the possibility of head is also 1 by 2, possibility of tail is also 1 by 2, and that's why it creates a fair way of deciding batting. Question number 4, which of the following cannot be the probability of an event? Four options are given to you: 2 by 3, minus 1.5, 15%, and 0.7. For any event 0 less than equal to probability of E, which is less than equal to 1. Thus, probability of any event cannot be negative, nor can it be greater than 1. So option 1 is not true. Option 3rd is also not true. D is also not true. But minus 1.5 is the true answer, because option B gives negative value, that is minus 1.5. So your answer is option number B. Question number 5. If PE is equal to 0.05, what is the probability of not E? Here you have to use concept of complementary event. We know that for any event E, P of E plus P of E bar or P of E dash is equal to 1. So P E bar is equal to 1 minus P. The value of P is given to you, that is 0.05. So P E bar is equal to 1 minus 0.05. So P E bar is equal to 0.95. So probability of not E means E dash or E bar is equal to 0.95. Thus, the probability of not E is 0.95. Question number 6. A bag contains lemon flavored candies only. Malini takes out one candy without looking into the bag. What is the probability that she takes out, number 1, an orange flavored candy, and second one, a lemon flavored candy? Let us solve this example. Suppose the bag contains n candies. So the number of lemon flavored candies is equal to n, and the number of orange flavored candies is equal to 0, because a bag contains only lemon flavored candy. So Answer number 1. What is the probability of an orange flavored candy? Let A be the event, an orange flavored candy is taken out. You know, the number of orange flavored candy in a bag is 0, but the number of outcomes of flavored A is 0. And you know the formula PA is equal to R by N. So PA is equal to 0 by N, and that's why the answer is 0. You can also say it is an impossible event. Second, what is the probability of a lemon flavored candy? Let B be the event. A lemon flavored candy is taken out. You know, the number of lemon flavored candy in a bag is N, and the total number of candies in a bag is also N. Therefore, PB is equal to R by N by N is equal to 1. So you can say this event is a sure event, or you can say it is certain event. Question number 7. It is given that in a group of 3 students, the probability of 2 students not having the same birthday is 0.992. What is the probability that the 2 students have the same birthday? Very simple example. Suppose the probability of 2 students having same birthday is equal to PA. So the probability of 2 students not having the same birthday is PA dash. We already know one formula, PA plus PA dash is equal to 1. So PA plus 0.992 is equal to 1. So PA is equal to 1 minus 0.992. So the final answer is 0.008. So the required probability of 2 boys or students having the same birthday is 0.008. Now example number 8. A bag contains 3 red balls and 5 black balls. A ball is drawn at random from the bag. What is the probability that the ball drawn is number 1 red or number 2 not red? You know, total number of balls is equal to 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. So number of all possible outcome, that is n, is equal to 8 in this example. Now the first question, what is the probability of red ball? You know, there are 3 red balls in a bag. Therefore, PA is equal to R by N. R means favorable outcome, N means total outcome. Here there are 3 balls in a bag, so answer is 3 by 8. So the probability of red ball is 3 by 8. Now second sub question is, what is the probability that the ball drawn is not red? You know, there are 3 red balls and 5 black balls in a bag. Therefore, the probability of the ball drawn is not red means it is a black ball. So the probability of a black ball is R by N, that is favorable outcome upon total outcome. There are 5 black balls, so answer is 5 by 8. So the probability that the ball drawn is not red is 5 by 8. Question number 9. A box contains 5 red marbles, 8 white marbles and 4 green marbles. One marble is taken out of the box at random. What is the probability that the marble taken out will be number 1 red and number 2 white, 3 not green. So total number of marbles in a box is equal to 5 plus 8 plus 4 is equal to 17. Now answer of question number 1. For red marbles, the number of red marbles is 5. Therefore, the number of favorable outcome is 5. So the probability of red marble is 5 by 17. Answer of question number 2. For white marbles, number of white marbles is equal to 8. So probability of white marbles is equal to 8 by 17. Question number 3. For not green balls. Not green balls mean either red marbles or white marbles. So the number of white marbles is equal to 4 and number of not green means total 17 minus 4, so 13 marbles. So favorable outcome is 13. So probability of ball not green is equal to 13 by 17. Question number 10. A piggy bank contains 100 50 paisa coins, 50 rupee 1 coins, 20 rupee 2 coins and 10 rupees 5 coins. If it is equally likely that one of the coin will fall out when the bank is turned upside down, what is the probability that the coin number 1 will be a 50 paisa coin and number 2 will not be rupee 5 coin? Number of 50 paisa coin is equal to 100. Rupee 1 coin is equal to 50. Rupee 2 coin is equal to 20 and rupees 5 coins is equal to 10. So total number of coins is equal to 100 plus 50 plus 20 plus 10 is equal to 180. Now for a 50 paisa coin, so favorable event is equal to 100 because there are 150 paisa coin. So probability of 50 paisa coin is equal to 100 by 180, 0 cancel out, 10 by 18 is equal to, you can say, 5 by 9. Now second example, for not a 5 rupee coin, here number of 5 rupee coins is equal to 10. So number of not 5 rupee coins is equal to number of total coins minus 5 rupee coins. Therefore 180 minus 10 is equal to 170. So in this example favorable outcome is 170. So probability of not 5 rupee coin is equal to 170 upon 180 is equal to 17 by 18.
So friends, we have solved 10 example of exercise number 15.1. There are only 25 examples in this chapter and we have already solved 10 examples. So in next class, we will solve remaining example of exercise number 15.1.